I'm Brian Bender, and let's queer up trans rights. Trump administration investigates Michigan schools over trans-inclusive sports policies. The Trump administration has opened federal civil rights investigations into 3 Michigan school districts over policies that allow transgender students to participate in sports and use locker rooms consistent with their gender identity. The U.S. Department of Education announced investigations into Ann Arbor Public Schools, Monroe Public Schools, and Chippewa Valley School District, alleging the policies may violate Title IX by discriminating against cisgender students. Chippewa Valley Schools said it had not yet received official notice before the announcement, but pledged cooperation, stating, quote, "As a matter of practice, the district cooperates fully with any review conducted by the Office for Civil Rights. Chippewa Valley Schools remains committed to providing a safe, supportive, and respectful learning environment for all students and to complying with all applicable federal and state laws and regulations," end quote. The investigations follow a complaint filed by a parent regarding a transgendered student on Ann Arbor girls volleyball team and come one day after a similar federal probe was launched in North Carolina. The actions are part of the administration's broader efforts to enforce its interpretation of Title IX, following President Donald Trump's executive order seeking to bar transgender athletes from competing on teams that align with their gender identity. Well, the thing that's so striking is that when you have a legal proceeding, you have to show that a party has been injured. And really what they do is, in order to say that a party was injured, they say that the cisgendered party has been injured because you're infringing upon cisgendered rights by allowing transgendered people to participate, which it's quite Orwellian that our system of legal checks and balances and separation of the powers made it so that not everybody could bring a legal case, for whatever reason. I don't like what's going on 3,000 miles away. It has nothing to do with me. Well, then you can't bring a case. But if you make it personal to yourself, then you could bring a case about almost anything. So what they want to do is they want to find cisgendered students who feel hurt by the fact that people are being recognized, and they're saying, "You feel hurt by that, don't you? Are you sure you don't feel hurt?" But yeah, you do. You don't want them to have the same rights you do. Okay, so you're going to be our plaintiff in this case. So it's always about pitting one group against the other in order for somebody to have standing in the court and to be able to bring these hateful resolutions before judges. It's
the page from the Riley Gaines handbook.
Hello, Ms. Ryan.
Distraction from the Epstein files. Distraction from the Epstein files. I'll say it again. Distraction from the Epstein files. Why are you messing with the Department of Education? Just distraction from the reflecting pool catastrophe, from the ongoing grift of the Trump family. All of these things that they're doing is to distract you because the Epstein files are still there.
But it's also interesting, these are adults and parents that are complaining, not the athletes,
right,
not the people on the teams, not the other youth that are playing with them in the sports. It's not the people that are actually doing the sports that are insulted or complaining. It's the parent or some adult. And sometimes an adult's not even involved in the sport or the school at all.
From my understanding, though, they're using their children to say that their children are the injured parties. The cisgendered children are the ones injured because transgendered athletes get to participate. So by being able to use the locker room that identifies with their gender identity, by them being able to play on certain sports teams, no matter what level of transition, if a student has been transitioning from the time that they're very small and they're can be practically indistinguishable from, a cisgendered student, it's just so hateful and it's so scapegoatish. And I think we know what happens when groups start getting singled out for not even preferential or non-preferential treatment, but just hateful treatment. Yeah. It's really the canary in the coal mine of what's to come. And it's about enforcing a certain way of moralizing people's lives and what is degenerate and what is not degenerate. you know, you look in nature and there's something like over 100 species of animals, you know, show homosexual tendencies. You have, I mean, peacocks, for, you know, for God's sakes, you know, you would think that those birds with those beautiful feathers, you would think those were the girl.
The male.
It's the male. But, you know, there's so much
Yes.
beauty in the world, and there's so much beauty in biology, and you know, these people that want to be biological realists, well, what were you born as a child? And it doesn't really get to the heart. They think they're getting to the heart, but it doesn't really get to the heart of the human experience. And
give them a chance to be cruel.
and
again, it was a parent in Ann Arbor that complained, that brought the complaint. Of course, I wonder what the kid has to say about it.
The kid's probably very embarrassed by the parent, and probably said to the people on the team, I'm sorry, my mom's in this bag. I can't help it. That's just how she is. So anyway, there's no other queer nonprofit media platform like this in the entire world. Support our LGBTQ stories by sharing them and subscribing to Queer News Tonight.